I hope the title went. Okay. Hello. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday here in North Carolina. The weather is gorgeous. I actually should have done this outside. The only reason I didn't is I would have to hold my, well, I actually didn't have to do that. I could have been outside. Anyway, here we are. So we're on chapter 12. It is the last chapter in my book, Empower the Woman Within. And the last chapter is, it's like a happy ending, right? Because when you read this book, my belief is when you read a book, you want to have that happy ending. So that's why I wanted to build you up in this book. I wanted to show you my journey, show you some things, some lessons, and then also give to you and then end it with a happy ending. So that's where we're at. Okay. Remember, the quote at the top of the chapter pertains to what you're about to read. So this quote was by J.K. Rowling. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Ooh, doesn't that ring true? Okay, so here we go. What a wonderful world. Through all my trials and tribulations, I've learned that I am responsible for who and what's in my world. What a huge awareness this is. I am the CEO of my world, so that means I can hire or fire whoever I want in my world, and so can you. This is where we are programmed to believe the opposite of what is true. You see, we are programmed to think or be a people pleaser, right? We need to think of others and their needs first and then our own. That's not true, because the truth is you can't pour from an empty cup. You must fill your cup up first to be able to pour from it. Practicing self-love is not selfish. What an honor it is for me to be right here with you through this process. How does it get any better? I get to share with you my story of where I was and the entire process of healing to where I am now. As I am writing this book, my boyfriend of 3 years surprised me on New Year's Eve, 2017. This was my announcement to the world. I got engaged on a beautiful sunny Florida beach. The love of my life asked me to marry him. Surprised is an understatement, as I had let go of the anticipation of the timeline of when I thought that we should get married. And I'm so glad I did it. So let me just share with you about letting go. When you let go of something that you want to happen, or that you think should happen in this certain timeline, that's when you literally like release the clenched energy, the tight energy, and it opens up the gates, and then it brings it to you just like that. So I write, you see, it was just 2 weeks ago I decided to bring my now fiance into my story more and share with you what results of healing your emotional wounds look like. This man is one amazing person. He truly loves me and shows it to me every day with surprise flowers waiting for me on our kitchen table, random love texts during the day, and fun date nights, just him and I. He is everything I've ever wanted and more. I manifested him, and you can do the same thing for yourself in 2018. Why am I sharing this with you? After being in such a toxic relationship for so long and then numbing myself with alcohol and men, I took a step back and said, Denise, you are the common denominator in these situations and people. And in that moment, I decided to stop dating, stop looking online, stop swiping left, and just focus on me. Just look inside of me and start to heal me and my emotional wounds. One tiny step led to another and another. After 2 years of investing in only me, I had created and manifested the best relationship I've ever had. At 47 years old, I'm in a healthy relationship. And if I did this, so can you. All it takes is that first step. It can be scary, I know, but you are so worth it. And here's my promise to you. When you start to invest in you, when you show up and when you do the work on you, you will create your dream life too. This is my guarantee to you, sealed with a kiss. So now, the next part is up to you. Let's see what's possible for you. A new year stands before us like a chapter in a book, waiting to be written. We can help write that story by setting goals. That's a quote by Melody Beattie. Oh, what a wonderful world it is. My world. You see, I created all of this. All of it. I created the past, the present, and I'm creating my future as I type. I'm in love and engaged to be married to the love of my life. Denise Dominguez is the old me. She is the mom and the wife to ... and the woman who escaped narcissistic abuse and is thriving after it. She is strong and brave, but the Dominguez part is an old energy. Now it is time for a new energy of Denise to come out and shine, shine, shine. When I finally stood up for myself and demanded that I be treated with respect and kindness, I got that. When I knew that I deserved a loving and healthy relationship, I got that. When I got to know myself and love myself, I got that. For me, this is what my healed wounds look like. Healthy relationships. True love is possible for you too, even after abuse. You are deserving of this and so much more. All you must do is choose it for yourself. Make yourself a priority and start looking inside of you and begin to heal you. It is time to rise and break the shame shackles of abuse. No more shame, no more blame, no more guilt. I am thankful for all of the crap. Yes, in the moment, I was not thankful and felt defeated. But now, through lots of inner work on me, lots of loving who I am and embracing my story and myself totally and completely, I am now able to love my crap. Every single bit of it. Breakups do hurt. But here's the thing. It's much better for you to leave that toxic relationship and start, sometimes for the first time, focusing on you, so that you can create a healthy, beautiful relationship with someone who deserves you. You are worthy of this. Look inside of you, love you, and keep your focus on being the best version of you. I promise your outside world will reflect the work you have done inside. Life throws us curveballs, and we don't know how to handle it. So we stay stuck in these relationships that do not work for us, or we stay small and don't speak up for ourselves. We feel as if we have no voice. We even numb ourselves because we don't like ourselves. Truth is, we do have a voice. And if we know how to communicate our voice in a healthy way, we can be in a happy, healthy relationship. We won't feel like we have to numb ourselves. And we can have healthy boundaries in our relationships. You can thrive after a toxic relationship. You can have a healthy relationship after abuse. All of you, not just the parts, love yourself, all of you, not just the parts of you that you like or love about yourself, but the whole package. You are beautiful, you are strong, you are love. Forgive yourself. Start to forgive yourself for all of the things that you think you did wrong. Forgive others what they did to you. Forgiving others is not about excusing them for what they did. This isn't saying you accept their behavior. Forgiving them is releasing the pain you hold inside of you so that you can start to thrive and be free of their poison. Finally, tell your truth. Embrace who you are and allow the world to see you. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You did nothing wrong. Telling your truth is like squeezing out the emotional pain inside of you. Once you do this, you will feel better. I promise. These are the 3 keys to healing your emotional pain: love, forgiveness, and truth. I wouldn't be the woman that I am today if it weren't for my journey. I see the gifts in my story, my journey. Of course, there was a time when I hated my life. I was so miserable, I would literally cry myself to sleep almost every night at one point. I wondered as tears ran down my face, what was I going to do? This is my life forever? It took one step at a time for me to climb out of my crap. And yes, there were bumps along the way. But for the most part, once I decided I matter and started to choose things for me, my life started to change in such a wonderful, positive way. And it continues to do this every single day. I fall asleep with a smile on my face now. I fall asleep thinking of all that I am grateful for. Life is so good. But I wouldn't change anything in my journey because it led me to be where I am now, writing this book for you and millions of women around the world to help you see that your journey is just that, yours. Don't compare yourself to anyone because they haven't walked in your shoes and you haven't walked in theirs. Find the gifts in your garbage. They are there, I promise you. Keep looking for them until you find them. If this girl can leave a 22-year relationship, toxic marriage, and move 3 states away with nothing but a futon couch and an air mattress and build herself up to having this amazing life, so can you. So here's a little reminder for you. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are needed. You are alive for a reason. You are stronger than you think. You are going to get through this. I'm glad you are alive. Don't give up. And finally, I'm rooting and cheering you on because I know you got this. That's chapter 12. And the lesson here is the journey is the reward and love yourself. So that completes all of the chapters in the book. Well, I didn't read you, I think I didn't read you one because it's just like a little bit of history of me. And of course, like the acknowledgments and stuff. But that is the book for you, the chapters to show you where I was, what I came out of, where I am now, and that everything that I've done is 100% possible for you. And so let me just share with you like how possible that is for you. Because when this book was created, was birthed, was born, I came up with the idea, like, let me turn this into a course. So it has 12 chapters, so I created a 12-week course. And let me just share with you a little bit about the course of what you'll get by being in the course. And some of my clients are in this group. So if you're curious and you want to hear some testimonies, you can just let me know and I'll share, I'll tag them and they can share it with you. So during our time together, well, let me back up. Let me just share this with you, that this program is tailored just for women like you who struggle in relationships with emotionally unavailable men and wanting to experience a healthy relationship with someone who loves and adores you. So even if you're not ready for that yet, this is still perfect for you because this is the prerequisite to stepping into true love. Okay, so whether you're ready to jump into a relationship or you're not ready, if you're like, that's on the back burner, because during our time together, you will learn how to shift your energy from the mother energy to the woman energy. And this is where we want to be at all times. And this is so that you'll never attract child energy again, i.e., narcissistic, toxic men, and heal from the past experiences that you've had. Now, you'll get to experience only healthy relationships with emotionally connected men you can trust and co-create a life with your best friend, right? Because that's the goal. Ultimately, that's the goal. All right, so What this program is, it's a weekly group call held on the first 3 Mondays of the month. We take the last week off I call it the flex week, and we take the last week off to reflect, maybe catch up on some homework, because this course does come with a workbook that you'll receive in a PDF. And so the homework, the assignments, I should say, that come along with the call, whatever the topic is in that workbook that you'll receive in a PDF. So you can use the last week off to catch up on that, or go over some calls. Maybe if you feel like you're struggling, like trust is something that you're really struggling with, you're not really making progress with, then you can go back to the trust week and go over that. Okay, so what we're gonna start with is loving yourself first, so that you can be yourself and have fun in relationships, so that you never experience a painful relationship again. That's why you, over and over, you hear me say in this book, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Self-love is the foundation of you having everything in your entire life. So when we're talking about repeated cycles in these types of relationships, or seeing the patterns of toxic men, toxic women, toxic relationships, there's an underlining self-love thing there that we need to get to in order for you to wipe that out of your life, so that you never experience it again and only experience healthy and happy relationships, okay? So that's why we start with self-love. All right, so then we'll walk you through rebuilding your trust muscle. Trust is a huge challenge when you've been through these types of relationships. Like, I get it, because there was a lack of trust, or sometimes I hear women say they trust too much. They don't listen to their intuition. And that's why they feel like they got themselves into these types of relationships. But I know that trust is a huge challenge when you've been through these types of relationships, and then you do want to go out there and date, but you're like, I don't know, I'm doubting myself. So we're going to walk you through rebuilding your trust muscle, so that you no longer second guess yourself. You will feel confident within yourself to trust your gut again, and end the frustration, doubt, and fear that you've had in the past, so that you can now speak your truth in knowing what you know. I'm going to show you, the power that you have in you, the beautiful, amazing person that you are. You will feel fully supported in this container, unlike anything that you've ever felt before. And you'll know the connections between the mind, the body, and the soul, because no illness or dis-ease can grow inside of a healed body. This gives you 100% freedom within you, so that you can focus on having fun instead of worrying about health issues, right? And by the end of our time together, you'll know exactly how to manifest anything you desire in life. I'll show you how I created my dream life step by step, and how I went from a miserable, toxic relationship where I was crying myself to sleep every night to marrying the man of my dreams and having my dream wedding on a beach. I will show you how my clients got results like having a smooth divorce from her high confrontational husband. She got everything she asked for in the divorce, doubling her income, salary, manifesting the top company that she wanted to work with, manifesting more than she asked for, meeting the man of her dreams in the middle of a pandemic. Can I get a what? And I'll show you how in the middle of a pandemic that I had my dream wedding on a North Carolina beach with 100 guests. And I got the bigger venue with stunning, like literally breathtaking ocean views at no extra cost. And my dream wedding band, when they said it was impossible to get because of COVID-19, and with double the wedding band and double the diamonds in the wedding band at no extra charge. Anything is possible for you now. So that is a tidbit of the 12-week program, Empower the Woman Within. If you are curious about it and want to learn more about it, I'm going to put the link below. You and I can connect. If you're at a place where, Denise, I see the patterns, I see the cycles, I don't know how to clear it out, I don't know what to do, let's connect. I'll put the link in the box below. If you're like, Denise, I don't believe that this is even possible. How my entire life I've had toxic relationships, starting with my parents and going on down the line. Siblings, coworkers, bosses, every relationship I've ever had has been toxic. How can you sit here and say that you can help me and get me into a new and healthy relationship? Again, I'll leave the link in the comments below and we can connect and I'll share that with you, okay? Because you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. You have to be open to this. You have to have just the door slightly cracked enough to be like, all right, let's see. And that is going to pave the way. All right, my loves, I hope you're having an amazing Saturday. The weather is gorgeous outside and I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.